Hello and welcome back to Tortuga, A Pirate's Tale. So here we go. This is actually where we are about to go in to our first battle against a ship of the line. Yeah, this is actually one of those ships that some people have been talking about in the comments over the past couple of episodes and basically saying this is the ship that you want to get. And you can see here that it is flanked by two pirate barks here, and well, we're not obviously going to be paying too much attention to these, but we're going to very much try to capture this ship of the line. Not sure if we're going to be able to be honest. I haven't been able to retrofit my cannons yet, so we have these same exact cannons that we had in the previous episode, which I gotta say is really bad, because as you've no doubt seen, I am pretty terrible at using these. Yeah, I am actually pretty terrible at using them, so we are not in a good state, let's just say that. However, I'm very much hoping that we might be able to just very quickly capture the two pirate barks, or at the very least maybe just destroy them really quickly. As you can see, they only have three hull points each, and they do have 4 armor, so it shouldn't be that bad, question mark. Nah. Not sure if we're going to be able to do it, but we'll try it out anyway. So let's see what I can do here. We're going to just be firing at that other pirate bark back there. Yeah, we got some damage, and we also got some penetrative damage as well. As you can see right there, we were able to hit one of the other pirate barks in the process, which is obviously what we were attempting to do. And now if I can maybe do a similar thing here, I will be quite pleased. Here we go. All right, let me see. We can do this. 50% chance. I go for the... Oh, yeah, that's nice. Oh yeah, we've already sunk one of them, which is absolutely fantastic, and the other one is just about done. So let me see if I can just get one more. There we go, absolutely perfect. And let's get this one dead. There it is. It has now been sunk. Wonderful. Alright, so now this basically means, well, we're pretty happy about this, actually. We're pretty happy about this. Now, we should theoretically be completely fine to now move in and do some boarding actions. Now, let's see. Oh, really? Really? That was what you wanted to do. Okay, that's a very weird very weird decision to make, but okay. I am perfectly happy with that. Anyway, let's just move Charles in there. He's obviously going to fail, as you might expect. 32% chance, really not going to get him that much. Aha, 82% chance, very nice. 20% not going to work, but we can always just, we can just try it, we can just try it and just hope. And there's 100% chance. Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, this is obviously going to be pretty simple for us, because we are literally just clobbering this guy like no one's business, really. And there's no way. There we go. There's no way he is actually going to be able to resist our takeover of his vessel. And look at this, we have a ship of the line. Yes, an actual ship of the line. I never would have imagined it. Anyway, we're just going to very quickly go into Caracas here. As you can see, I was almost basically done in regards to our morale here. I was actually kind of stretching things quite badly here. I was very much wanting us to try to complete the rest of our promises, or at the very least try to do the winning sea battles one, because that obviously would have been a pretty significant downside, I guess. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to be giving Barney the ship of the line, as you might expect, and then we're just going to be going down the list and basically just giving everyone the next level up, basically. That's what we're going to be doing. So there we go. Let's do that. And we have 600. Okay, so what else do we want to go for here? The military frigate, right? Yeah, military frigate. That is a lot better. There we go. All right. So now this is the wonderful thing. Now we are going to be able to go into the tavern. Let me just very quickly go in here. I don't want to miss anything, obviously. Don't want to miss anything. Okay, so yeah, we are absolutely fine. I do want to go into the marketplace here. I'd like to get some rum. Let's just actually sell some of these provisions for the moment, and we also want to get some grog. Can we get some grog? Is there any grog? No. Really? Okay. Apparently grog is like a... grog is like a rarity or something like that. But Seamus has been complaining about that the entire time. And you can see here that he's not doing particularly well, which is a little bit sad. But we do have his task, which is to sink a bunch of English vessels. And, well, wouldn't you know it, we're actually in English territory right now. So I think once we have completed our little, you know, dividing the plunder event, we can then, you know, do what we need to do. All right, so let's go and divide it. There we go. Let's do it. And there we are. That's absolutely fine. Let's just pay our people a pretty... Wow, we're going to have to pay them a lot. Wow, okay. Yeah. You know what? I don't even know whether I should even bother, to be honest. I guess I'll just get it to, like, you know, 2% or something like that, and we'll just go with that. I mean, really. Technically, I should have definitely done something about this beforehand, but look at how many levels I'm getting right now. We've got 4 levels, which is actually pretty nice. And we've now gained the ability to get another captain, which is also great. And we also now have additional abilities. Can I not get additional abilities? I can't select this. Are you serious? Look, as you can see right here, I cannot select that for some reason. Okay. Well, that's kind of interesting. Anyway, there we go. Oh, that was weird. What? That was super weird. All right, I'm not entirely sure what was happening there. I think that was a bug. Anyway, we have 4 skill points. It's about time that we actually got Leadstorm upgraded, so we're just going to go fully upgraded right there, and it now ignores armor plating, so this is going to be insane to deal damage against enemy crews, and it means it's going to be even easier for us to board vessels, which I'm very much looking forward to. Seamus is obviously going to be leveling up quite a significant amount too, and he has 3 skill points. Well, what do we want to go for? I'm not entirely sure. We should probably go for Beloved Ship and then maybe just level up his chain shot or something like that. I mean, technically Pleasure Seeker should just get maxed out, I guess. And then we'll just go on to Charles here. Go-Getter, what does this do? Oh yeah, quests result in more ducats. Yeah, I mean, that's okay and everything. But what about this? Take cover, what does this do? Reduces the crew damage that the ship sustains by a certain percentage. That's actually not even bad. That's actually pretty good. So I guess we'll just level that up a little bit, and we'll go for Go-Getter a little bit more as well. And yeah, it says here, look at that. Gain 1,000 more ducats when no captain is spared. In other words, you know, if you do a quest and you don't spare any captains, then, well, you're going to be getting a good bonus from that, that's for sure. Anyway, as you can see, Dayron is doing a fantastic job with his boarding frenzy and his boarding expert skills here, so we're obviously going to have to do something about this. I guess we're just going to go for boarding frenzy and boarding expert, both of those, of course. And there we have it. Okay, so now we can actually make some promises. So this is going to be pretty harsh. So I'm not sure if we're even going to be able to do all of these, because let's face it, completing missions I think is going to be pretty simple for us. But apart from that, look at this. Look at how crazy this is. Win sea battles 0 out of 24. I think that's going to be extremely difficult. Plundering towns, I think we might actually be able to plunder some towns. Maybe. We might be able to. I think it would be amazing if we could. So we'll try it out. Sink 38 ships. Really? Okay, new captain. We should probably be able to get a new captain, right? Accumulate booty, that's going to be pretty easy. Winning sea battles, not going to happen. Capture ships, I mean, capturing 11 ships is probably going to be relatively simple for us. Improving ships, no. I don't think we're going to be able to spend 64,000. Generally, you could just spam upgrades, actually. As far as I'm aware. I think that would probably work. Should we try it out? Yeah, sure, why not? And we'll go and we'll try to plunder some towns, okay? We'll try to plunder some towns, but I think this is going to be maybe not the best idea. You know, maybe not the best idea, but it's highly unlikely I'm going to be able to sink 38 ships, and highly unlikely I'm going to be able to win 24 sea battles in the time allotted. So that's going to be somewhat interesting, isn't it? Alright, so there we go. Now, let's just take a quick look at my fleet here. Yeah, we do have one additional pirate companion available here, so I'm very much wanting to check that out. And obviously we do need to start sinking some ships for England. We might as well do this one right here. That seems pretty easy, doesn't it? Alright, so we're just going to go straight on in here. Boom. That was nice and easy, wasn't it? Yeah, we're just going to sink all of these. And then we're... you know what? Should I try and raid this particular town? Maybe it would be an idea to actually raid the town. I'm not entirely sure. Oh yeah, I actually should have done some recruiting here. Yeah, I didn't actually do that. That was a bit of an oversight on my part. I always forget to do something when I leave port. Isn't that always amazing? Yes, that's a wonderful, wonderful thing that always happens to me. But it's absolutely fine because we are up against some very low tier ships at the moment. Highly unlikely they're going to be able to do anything against us, but... you know, you don't really want to give them the opportunity if you can help it. So let's just see what I can do here. I guess we'll just go for this and then we'll just fire through them once again. Let's do it. Shall we go for grape shot? Or shall we just literally go for... Just go for the armor plating round, I guess. Boom. Look at that. Insane damage. Immediately destroyed. And the other one has also taken some hull damage as well, which is always nice. Okay, so we're just going to once again focus on that one. 50% only, which is kind of unfortunate. As a result, we were going to miss. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I mean, can't do much about it. That's the whole point. Can't do much about it. Just going to have to roll with it as best we can. We can also... can we fire at that other one, actually? Yeah, that's a 30% chance. They're not going to go for that. We're just going to go for the regular shot. Nice damage to the hull as well. And there we have it. Yeah, nothing more to do there. Alright, so shall we just finish off this guy, or shall we go for the next one? I think we'll just finish off this guy. Or not, as the case may be. Apparently Charles's guns are not that good in comparison to the others, which is somewhat sad. But as you can see, these guys are literally not going to be able to do anything to us. They're going to be extremely weak. And... do you think I can even do damage to them right now? I might not even be able to deal damage to them. Yeah, I might just have to go for a boarding action, even though I'm not a big fan of doing that, to be honest. I don't think it's particularly necessary. Ooh, they're actually doing some... wait a minute. Ah! We actually had a crash. Okay, we actually had a crash. That's interesting. Okay, yeah, that's very, very intriguing. Definitely wouldn't have expected that. Okay, well, let's just go here. Shall we try and board them? Actually, I can't even try to board them right now. We're just going to have to end the phase. Did we actually take damage? I'm actually not entirely sure whether we actually even took damage there. Okay, well, whatever the case, let's go for a boarding. And let's go for more of this. And we'll try to board one of them. Doesn't really matter which one at this point. And we can also go for... actually, no more boarding. Doesn't seem like we can actually do any more boarding. So... I guess we could just move here and then just fire on them. I don't know whether we're actually going to be firing on our own people. Did we? Did we actually do some damage to our own people? No, it doesn't seem like it. Okay, that's good. And otherwise, we can just finish this up. This should be relatively simple for us. And, yeah, shall we... 5%, really? Yeah, that's not going to make any difference anyway. I should have just gone for the boarding action to begin with, I suppose. That seems to be the thing that is pretty... I don't know. It seems pretty good for us right now. It's one of those things where you kind of just think, okay, I should just do the boarding action because that's just so much quicker, so much easier for us because we just have the captains and the crew, obviously, for us to be able to do that in comparison to... if we had a person that was primarily designed to sink ships. So, for example, a captain that has those kinds of abilities. Anyway, we're just going to take over these ships, as you might expect. We have a promise to do that as well. And we're just going to move straight on into Caracas here. And we'll literally just go and buy some... wow, that's a lot of people right there. That is a lot of people we're getting. Very nice indeed. Okay. So, let me just see. Do they have any grog now? No, they do not. As you might expect, of course. Yes, what a wonderful, wonderful thing. Oh well, never mind. They do have a bunch of fruit, so I will be buying that, of course. And, can we actually go and... yes, we can repair our vessels. We did need to do that, of course. Okay, Wonderful. Do we want to do anything else? Well, as you can see right here, the English do not like us one bit, which is to be expected. But you know what that means? That means I can potentially do something against this particular port. What do you think? Shall we go and attack this, or shall we go over here? I'm not sure which one to go for. Cumana or Caracas? Shall we literally just see what happens here? Because maybe there's some grog. They do have some. They have one grog, really. Well, as this seems to be the port that maybe could be kind of useful to us, I think we're actually going to be attacking this one. So we do need to plunder. What is it? 4 towns. Yeah, that's going to be kind of harsh. Anyway, let me see what I can do here. How do I actually raise my... Can I not do that right now? I'm actually trying to do it right now, by the way. I'm literally right-clicking on this town right here. And it is not working for some reason. Do I need to do something specific for me to be able to raid it? Because the last time that I tried to raid something, it was not difficult. I literally just had to attack them, and then it would automatically do that. You know, just raise the... there's the black flag. Okay, that's now been hoisted, but that's not exactly... there we go. This is where we want to go. We want to attack this over here. Okay, Spain, you can go away. I don't need you right now. Thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, let's attack. Here we go. Okay, so we're actually up against a Carac and a Queen Anne. I think we can probably do it. What do you bet? I think we can probably do it, so let's try it out and see what happens. So this is obviously the first time, well, excluding that one time, let's not talk about that time, but, you know, excluding the first one that we did way back, I think it was in, what was it, episode 1, episode 2? Not entirely sure, but yeah, quite a while ago. Excluding that time, this is the first time that we have plundered a town in hopes of actually being successful. And if I recall correctly, we didn't actually have such bad odds before when we attempted to do this. So I'm actually, I'm feeling pretty good about this, actually, all things considered. Anyway, I'm actually going to very quickly use Lead Storm here. So let's just do that. There we go. Let's do this, and we're just going to fire on them. And they were resistant. Okay. But I thought that ignored armor. Okay, did I actually do that wrong? Now I'm thinking I did that wrong, because a lot of people have been telling me, yeah, use Lead Storm because that ignores armor completely, and you can actually deal massive damage to the crew, and then you can have a much easier time of boarding things. And now I'm thinking that I did it wrong in some way or another. Okay, well that makes me feel a bit sad, but okay. Maybe I did do it wrong. Oh well, never mind. So what we're going to do is, well, we're just going to go for the boarding action, I guess. There's not much more we can go for here. And we seem to be actually doing a pretty reasonable job here as well. And there you go. We've actually already boarded it. That was... that was surprisingly simple. What? How were we able to take it over so easily? I have no idea. Did we literally just... I don't know. Did we frighten them with our absolutely awful attempt at using Lead Storm? Maybe that's what we did. Maybe that was the entire reason why we were able to achieve victory there. I have no clue. I have no clue, really. But yeah, it seems to have worked out dramatically well, and we're done. Aren't we? Aren't we done? I thought we were done here. I don't think there's anything else for me to do, isn't there? No, there isn't. Okay, so now I guess we can just go over to... I mean, what? Boarded opponent, boarded opponent. Okay. So... Can I go over to the port now? Because that's what I want to do. Okay, yeah. Thankfully, they are now allowing me to do that. Okay, I was a bit confused there for a real quick second, because I thought to myself, okay, now what? You know what I mean? And obviously you do need to go to the shore because you need to start raiding things, and that's absolutely fine and everything, but the way that it was not allowing me to go that way, I was just a little bit confused by that. Anyway, here we go. We can now go here. And there we have it. Okay, ooh, okay, wait a minute, what's going on here? You reach the town lighthouse. There's probably not much to be gotten here, but whoever has control of the lighthouse controls the coastline as well. On your raid, you move from building to building through the city. With every move or failed attempt to loot, you will draw the town guardsman's attention to you. A clash will cost you many sailors and collected loot. So think carefully if you want to go on boldly, or if you prefer to return to the ship with your loot. Alright, it would be best if you destroy the lighthouse, or seize the lighthouse and send wrong signals. So we would get 63,000 gold from success on that. I don't particularly care on that, actually, so I'm going to go and destroy the lighthouse. There we go, we actually did manage to do it. I think. Did we? No. Wow, we actually failed that. Wow, really? We actually failed that. Okay, I guess it was good that I took the higher percentage chance then, I suppose, or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, there's nowhere else for me to go with Dayron here, so we're just going to wait and see. Okay, which part of the town do you want to raid next? Well, probably the governor, right? Yes. Ooh, hello there. Okay, 82% chance. I think I'll probably go for the 82% chance. There we go. Nice of the young lady to show you the baubles. What kind of precious vase is that? In this house you can pillage as much as you like. 63,000 gold for us. Very nice indeed. Okay, so can we actually go over here with Dayron now? Because I'd like to get him in on the action too. Okay, so let's see. Off to the marketplace. Yes, attempt to conceal your raid from the town's residents by only threatening the traders at their stalls. Yes, I will do that. Thank you. Another 62,000 for us. 126,000 have been made so far. And now we can finally put into port with Dayron here. Okay, so where do we go? Off to the mundane housing area, I guess. 100% chance, okay. News of the attack on the town doesn't seem to have gotten through to here yet. The inhabitants go about their daily business as if nothing had happened. Alright, so we can sneak into houses. We could try to really spoil their day and pounce on anyone who looks like there would be something to get from them. Or we could announce that you're from the town militia. The town is being attacked and the governor suggests handing over all possessions to the militia for safekeeping. I'm going to go for the... You know what? I'm going to go for the 65% chance. We actually managed to do it. Okay, we actually managed to do that. Wow, I'm kind of surprised. Okay, so poor housing area or poor housing area. No, we're just going to go to the church. And what do we have here? You enter the sacred halls of the church. Valuable paintings hang on the walls, and the altar is lavishly decorated. Alright, let's have a look. I'll go for the 81. Yep, we actually did manage to get some stuff. Wonderful. Okay, ooh, off to the rich housing area. Yes, I do not want to go to the poor housing area. Thank you very much. They're not doing as well as these people, that's for sure. Okay, so let's have a look-see here. Ah, a detachment of guardsmen cross your path and attempt to cut you off. Okay, let them just go ahead and try to stop you. 98% chance of success. I think I'm pretty happy with doing that. We are going to lose a bunch of loot, but we are headed to the rich housing area. So I'm thinking, you know what? Let's do it. Did we actually succeed? Yes, you pounce on the guardsmen. They respond to your assault with fierce yelling, but you're able to decide the battle in your favor. Wonderful. Okay, so off to the tavern then. Okay, so apparently we didn't get the opportunity to go to the rich area. That's kind of sad. Okay, well, whatever the case, a 73% chance is probably what I'm going to be going for here. The only people present are a regular customer at the bar and the regulars for poker at a table. The proprietor is bound to have a few thalers for you. Yes, there we go. Nice. We got a little bit of extra cash from there. Okay, off to the harbor master, I guess. 70% chance. I'll go for the 70% chance, I think. Nice. We actually did do it. And now we can end the raid with Seamus? I'm actually not entirely sure. So apparently Seamus was the one that actually start the entire thing off. But look at what we have now. We have a Karak and a Queen Anne to add to our fleet. I don't know which is which or what is good or anything like that in these regards, but yeah, I am very, very pleased that we were able to do this. Oh no, there's a pirate vessel. Okay, hopefully they're not going to come over here. That would be somewhat problematic. Okay, so we're just going to lower our black flag, thank you. And yeah, they're actually wanting to attack us. They are actually wanting to attack us right now, but we don't need to worry about that because we are now going to be replacing some of our ships. So let's just take a quick look here. You know what I would actually love to see in this game? I would love to see a feature that allows you to sort your ships by ship strength. So I'm not sure whether there is already a way for me to do that. I don't think there is, right? I don't think there is. Because if I had a filter at the top here that basically just says ship strength, you know, ascending or descending, then that would be extremely useful, because then I could basically just go, okay, this is what I want to use, and so on. It would be a lot easier for us that way. Anyway, I'm going to go for, what does he want to use? I guess Seamus should use the Queen Anne. I don't really know which one's the best for him. I don't think it really matters, to be honest. I don't think it really matters, so we'll just go for that. And then we can just replace this guy with the Karak there. And then this fellow's going to be using the pirate galleon. And there we have it. Okay, so obviously we do need to get another captain. That's going to be extremely important for us. And that means that we'd probably be able to... yeah, we'd probably be able to assign quite a few of our wonderful ships to that. So, yes, anyway, let's go into the tavern, buy around, let's get all these people. Yes, that's wonderful. And do we... Yes, we do have a couple of repairs to make. Alright, do they have any grog? It's highly unlikely they're going to have any grog, isn't it? Okay, so we'll just sell all of that. There we go. And I think the best thing for me to do right now is actually to move on to Portobello, potentially. Because if I... No, don't attack me, pirates. No. Please do not attack me right now. I mean, I can obviously deal with them, okay? I can deal with them, but I would very much prefer not to at the moment. Because if I can literally go over to Portobello right now, I would very easily able to... I would be able to deal with these guys so much easier, and we would have a much easier time of actually sinking vessels that we don't necessarily want to capture. Also... Oh, wait a minute. Actually, you know what? I'm being an absolute idiot right now. I'm just going to fast travel. I'm just going to fast travel there. Look at that. Look at how easy that is. That was so nice and easy, wasn't it? Yes, anyway, something I wanted to actually mention is, you know, these hideout upgrades and stuff like that. I didn't show you how I built the dry dock last time, but here's the thing. Okay, the main reason why I didn't show you that is because it's literally just this. I found the resources that I needed to get, and then I just clicked buy, and that's it. There's nothing much more to it, so you didn't miss anything in that regard. So I'm sorry if you felt like you missed something, but you didn't. You know, nothing to really worry about there. Anyway, we're just going to be making our way on to Portobello now. I have 614,000, which is actually pretty significant. I quite like that. And yeah, Portobello is just over here. Thankfully, the pirates are not going to really attack me right now. And I am going to be... Ooh, yeah. I'm going to be waiting with bated breath right here to see just how much combat strength we are going to end up having. Alright, here we go. Okay, so we've got 42 pounders right now, which is actually pretty amazing for the ship of the line. But I'm not sure if that's actually good enough. Is that actually good? I don't know. Is that actually what we need? Anyway, yeah, we're just going to be taking some more defenses here as well. And the 42 pounder, as you can see, has a normal range of 7, which is the main reason why I don't really want to be using it that much. So we're just going to be doing this. I theoretically can actually have multiple guns, as you can see. Not sure if I really want to do that. I mean, we could have... Wait a minute, wait a minute. Can I actually have... No, that just gives me additional options, right? That just gives me additional options instead of it being, you know, added on to the amount of damage that we can do. Because if I actually make it so that, like, for example, if I were to use, let me see here. If I were to use the, I guess the 24 pounder, it has a relatively similar accuracy in the second hex away from your ship. So theoretically, if you use the 24 pounder and the carronade at the same time, isn't that going to work better? Or can you only have one? I think you can only have one installed, right? I don't know. I think some people have said that you can have multiple cannons installed at once, so you have a variety of different ranges. But for me personally, I don't really care about that. You know, I just want to have the best possible way for us to attack at a suitable range. I don't really need to have the, you know, the versatility of being able to do that. Anyway, we have no support. Wait a minute, wait a minute. This is just the brig. Okay. This is just the brig. Okay. I was thinking to myself, wait a minute, we have no support slots? That doesn't sound right. Yes, no, we actually do. Ooh, hello. You've got multiple decks here. Okay. This is actually crazy. Okay, if this is what I think it is, the Karak is an absolutely insane ship. And is literally going to murder every single thing that it sees, basically. Yeah, that's really, really strong. Technically what I could do, actually... Do I need a cannon? I don't want a cannon on the front. Can I not remove the cannon on the front? Yeah, it doesn't seem like I can actually do that. That is a bit sad in my opinion. I feel like we should have a little bit more customizability in regards to our cannon placement. So for example, let's say I don't want cannons on one side or something like that to increase my weight capacity, or shall we say, you know, to allow me to install more modifications to my vessel. So let's just say that I don't want cannons on the left side, and that case would mean that I'd have more weight for defensive options or support options or something like that. I think that would actually be a really nice way to go about things, but obviously that's not the way it is right now. Anyway, Queen Anne, let's go ahead and do that. Easy enough. Wow, this also has double decks. I'm not entirely sure what the double deck actually means, because if it means that you literally have, 20 cannons on each side instead of 10, that's double damage right there. That is double damage. That's going to do so much. I mean, really, that's actually kind of insane. Can we not? Oh, weight limit has been exceeded. No, I can't do that, obviously. Okay, yeah, good to know. Good to know. Alright, so yeah, we obviously have the corvette here. We have the frigate. Do we have the pirate galleon? Yeah, I should probably also get the cannon on this. And we are also using... Oh, we're also using 42 pounders. Okay, so we're actually just going to do the carronade there as well. There we have it. And wonderful. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to sell some stuff, right? We want to sell some stuff. So I'm going to literally just sell the... I'm going to sell all the brigs. I'm going to sell all the brigs, and I might sell the corvettes as well. Maybe... Yeah, I'll sell this frigate. I'll sell the frigate because it's, I don't know, it's not really going to be that useful, I don't think, in comparison to the other things that we have available to us right now, and we are gaining a significant amount of cash, as you can see right there. I'll keep the military frigate because that's really good. This brig can also be sold. Wonderful, there we go. And we'll keep the corvette too. Alright, yeah, that is looking great. Okay, perfect. So now what we're going to do is I will literally just... Fast travel is not available while you're anchored. Oh, okay. Well, that's wonderful. So yeah, now we can actually just fast travel over here. And there's a very important reason for me to come over... Oh. Okay, that was a bug. Wonderful. I'm going to assume that the animation had not finished. The one where you exit a particular dock. And it just ported me back. So I'm going to assume that was what was going on there. Alright, funny. Anyway, so yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to put the galleon and the, well, basically all of these in here. We're going to keep the military frigate with us, but as you can see, we've got all these saved for us, just in case we suffer a tremendous defeat. You never know. I mean, it can happen. It has happened to me many times. So, you know, we do want to be a little bit careful about that. And otherwise, I am very, very interested to see what we can do now. So let's go over to English territory. There is another pirate hideout there, so I'm thinking we'll probably attack that, try to take it over so that we can have additional fast travel points, because that's the only way that you can actually fast travel in this game, if you didn't know already. And otherwise, we are just going to go here and just get some more people. That's wonderful. And yeah, we should probably also take some of these quests. Someone actually said that this is a really good way to go about things, because you actually have these things actually stack. Someone said that they stack, and you don't get any downsides. Basically, you don't get any downsides to taking these quests, because you are inevitably going to be attacking vessels from a variety of different factions, and then as a result, you're just gaining relation with other factions for doing those default things already. So that really makes a huge difference, and yes, that is very much agreed, and I concur, you know, I concur quite heavily on that. Anyway, I actually want to go in here just a very quick second. We could get armor plating, but it's pretty terrible. But we can obviously sell. So we could get sabers as well, and grappling hooks and all that wonderful stuff. So we probably want to do that too. We could do this. What about the armor plate? No, we can't do any of that for this. Yeah, we've already got that installed. And what about the Karak? Yeah, technically we could do the sabers. I don't think we can do anything more though. Oh, we can actually do the armor plating and the grappling hooks. No, we can choose between them. So I guess I'm just going to do the grappling hooks, because that increases my boarding capacity, or the ability to board. And let's see, do they have any grog? They do not. Well, we have some of this, I guess. So we might as well do that. There we are, wonderful. Okay, so yeah, we are now going to move on to English territory. There is a pirate hideout there, so we will be attacking that first. And then we will be attacking some English vessels once again, just to try and appease Seamus. As you can see, he's actually not even doing badly. Now, as far as I'm aware, you have captains available. The ones that we are missing, they are present in Guadalupe, Florida Keys, New Orleans, Port Isabel, Veracruz, Seville we've already been to. That's Esposito. And as well as Trinidad and Port Royal. Obviously, we already know about the Trinidad one. He requires us to be a baron with the English, which is... that's going to be very difficult for us to do at this point, because the English do not like us one bit, considering we've just raided one of their towns. So, I mean, really, we've just raided one of their towns, so it kind of makes sense that that would be the case. Anyway, yeah, so that's highly unlikely that we're going to be gaining him anytime soon, but yeah, that's kind of the deal there. Anyway, I'm just going to be buying some additional things here, just to try and help out with some of our morale problems. As you can see, my morale is going down rather dramatically. Actually, that's something that I wanted to take a look at here. Okay, so days, 16 days. Yeah, as you can see, we're losing 100 morale every single day, which is really, really harsh. I'm not sure how anyone is able to actually pick up all of these. I don't know how you're supposed to do every single one of these promises. It's, I don't know, it's pretty harsh. I feel like it's pretty harsh. Anyway, secret hideout. There we go. Okay, what do you have? You've got a queen. You've got 2 Queen Annes here. Huh. Actually, I don't think I can do that. That actually is a bit shocking. Yeah, bit shocking. I certainly wasn't expecting that. I was thinking to myself, oh yes, we're going to have an easy time here. I've got an amazing party of wonderful ships. And then we go in and then we see that actually no, they are having much better ships than we do, apparently. Well, not better ships, but you know, they have very, very strong ships. Let's just say that. Anyway, we're just going to try and shoot a little bit with the light mortar. As you might expect, we're going to miss because we're out of the effective range, or the most effective range that we can be in. So that's obviously a bit of a problem, but otherwise we're just going to continue moving forward here. I have pretty good confidence about us actually being able to do something here, but maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be feeling so confident in our actions right now. I'm not sure. Let's just see what happens. I mean, they're obviously going to try and do some... yeah, okay. Let me see here. Okay, so this one is obviously the big deal. We have carronades now, which is obviously great. So let me go here. And we're literally just going to fire at them. We're going to do this. And I'm going to fire with the penetrating round. And we're going to fire all the way through here. Is that actually going to work? Yep. Whoa. Okay, that worked a lot better than I anticipated. Okay, that was 100%. Wow, that was 100% damage right there. Okay, that's real nice. And we can also do a little bit of damage with our wonderful mortar. Obviously not that much. And there's a stowage leak over there too, which is always nice. And yeah, okay, so now we can actually move over here potentially. Let's move here. And we're just going to go for some big damage. Just going to fire through all of them, as you can see. And each individual cannon deck requires 1 energy to fire. If you don't need a full broadside to finish off an enemy, you might want to consider deactivating some decks. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, so actually, can I... Yeah, I can actually fire again. Can I not? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's actually going on here right now? Let me deactivate that. Okay, wait a minute. Aha! Okay, that was actually messing me up right now. Okay, that was actually messing me up. I didn't know that that was actually happening. Alright, okay, good to know. I kind of messed that up a bit, but that's fine. That's fine. It's a learning experience. Okay. That's okay. That's fine. Alright, so now that we know that, I am going to be a little bit more aware of what I need to do. But yeah, you can see just how much damage. Both of these actually do get fired, by the way. So any ship that has 2 decks is literally just straight up better than one that only has a single deck. So that is definitely something to bear in mind. I did not know this, by the way. I did not know this myself. I actually thought that most ships had 1, and maybe there was an upgrade or something like that. I think there is an upgrade. I think someone told me actually a while ago, maybe a couple of episodes ago, that there is actually an upgrade to add an additional deck. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I actually need to go and get that, shouldn't I? I should really be going to get that. Okay, we can actually fire at this guy too. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Very nice. Okay, but yeah, so that actually makes it so that Charles and the other guy who have, you know, the other ships, the Queen Anne and the Carrack and all that stuff, that actually makes them much stronger than Barney, which is obviously my character. So that's really interesting. I did not actually expect that to be what was happening there. I really didn't. So that is hilarious. Anyway, let's just go over here and we're just going to fire at this guy. I mean, look at this. Look at this. We can even have a third deck by the looks of things. So if we can have a third deck, can you imagine how much damage we'd actually be dealing? And what's really funny about this as well is that if I wanted to, I'm actually wondering, if I wanted to scale down the enemy forces, would I actually be able to do that just by purely having one ship? Just put every other ship that I have, apart from my other captains, of course. So in other words, just put them in, I don't know, put them in lower tier vessels. Nothing too weak, of course, but just put them into lower tier vessels, something like, I don't know, brigs or galleons or, I don't know, something like that. Not into sloops, of course, but into something along those lines, right? And then, if I run around with, I don't know, a Queen Anne or a ship of the line that actually does have the deck upgrade, which is obviously the main deal here, because, you know, if they have the deck upgrade, then they're going to be in an even stronger position. But you can imagine how it would be if I were to use my penetrating round against a ship and I had 2 decks firing at the same time. That would just be insanity. But that's what I'm saying. If we had a slightly lower combat strength, then wouldn't the enemy also have a lower combat strength? That's the question that I'm kind of posing right now, because I'm actually wondering whether that would be a viable strategy for us. I don't know. Because if I can run around with a ship of the line or a Queen Anne or a Karak or whatever with 3 decks of cannons, and that is the most powerful ship that you can probably get, or something along those lines, and then my opponent has a relatively similar, you know, combat strength to maybe like a middle of the way kind of thing, if you know what I mean. So basically what I'm trying to say is, if we gamed the system in such a way to basically make it possible for us to just have like let me just give you an example right here, if I can actually explain this properly. If I had a ship that was, I don't know, 5,000, this is obviously just an exaggeration here right now, but let's just say I had 5,000 with one ship, okay? So 5,000 combat strength with one ship, and then all of a sudden I added a bunch of really, really low tier things to my, I can actually shoot this guy. Yeah, so let's say that I added a bunch of low tier ships to my captains, right? So let's say they had, I don't know, 500 or, you know, something like that combat strength. And so then wouldn't that mean that then the opponent would also scale to that? So it would then be a somewhat average of, I don't know, 3,000, maybe 3,500. And then as a result, my ship, my main ship, would be able to do significant damage and basically just outclass the opponent in almost every single respect. I'm not sure whether that's actually worth it. It feels maybe that's a bit too gamified potentially. You know, maybe I'm thinking of it in a stupid way, which is probably the case. You know, all things considered, that is probably the case. Anyway, let's just win this, and we will be taking one of the vessels just to sell. You never know. Sometimes it can be quite good. What is this thing? I don't even know what that thing is. But there you go. We were actually able to do that, and oh, we now need to attack a lighthouse. Okay, good to know. Don't attack me, sirs. Oh, are you serious? They actually attack you while you're in the port? Okay, well that's really harsh. Anyway, that's actually going to be it for this episode. Next time, we're going to be fighting against Merlin himself. Oh, yes, we are. And otherwise, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.